What is up, YouTube? We are back again for the third official episode off my channel, Life with Dan. Thanks so much for tuning in if you're new to the channel. Based on the title of the video, as you can see, I quit my freaking day job. So it's going to be a short and simple video today. What we're going to do is just go over what it is that I was working at and what I would do, why it is that I left my day job, and what I hope to accomplish moving forward now that I have the freedom, throughout the week to pursue the things that I've always wanted to pursue. So it's an exciting but very, questionable time for me. Definitely a risky move that I took, but we'll be going into all that right after the intro. So thanks again to each and every single one of you for tuning into this video. I'm super thankful for all of you, and we'll go ahead and get right into today's subject, which is the fact that I have officially quit my day job. It still sounds crazy to say out loud. I can't even fully wrap my head around it, but it's true, and I'm here to share with you guys just a little bit about how I'm feeling now that it's done and what I'm hoping to do moving forward now that I'm in this position where I can actively pursue the things that I've always wanted to pursue. So what job did I leave exactly? Well, prior to this new life, I was working happily and comfortably as a personal banker for JP Morgan Chase. What my job would kind of consist of on a day-to-day basis would be basically being ready and available to help customers manage their finances and also help customers set themselves up to achieve their financial goals. Besides doing the typical stuff that a banker does, like open bank accounts and assign credit to people, I would do things like help customers that were dealing with fraud on their accounts. I would help customers who were victims of elderly abuse. I helped customers that needed to get an understanding of how to improve their credit so that they could even be assigned credit by a bank. I would do a lot of things, and it was a pretty well-rounded banking job. One where if I had stayed and continued, I could have definitely reached a very, prestigious career, one that is solid and that provides everything one would need. But great job nonetheless. The last couple of weeks that I was working at the bank, I kept getting these feelings, these thoughts that I couldn't get out of my head. They really started to affect me and get in the way of my workflow and everything. I was taking these thoughts home at the end of the day. I was waking up with them and bringing them to work. So when I finally sat down and decided to, evaluate myself and see what the issue was, what I couldn't help but come to realize was that I was at a position where I could no longer ignore the desire that I have to fully take on entrepreneurship full throttle. To put things simply, an opportunity presented itself in front of me in plain English, and I took it. And what I'm really starting to realize is that in life, when there's something that you want, what it comes down to is action. Whether you do something or whether you don't. Whether you take an opportunity or whether you don't. And to be honest with you, it wasn't the first time for me personally that opportunity had presented itself for me to be able to make the full-on jump to entrepreneurship. It just comes to show you, man. I mean, I know that it's not the same for everybody, but I feel like for a lot of us that want to create something for ourselves, that want something extra out of life, to start a business, to run a channel, what have you, right? I feel like there's a lot of points in our lives by design where it's that, like, is this person going to jump on this or not? Are they going to pursue that dream or not? Kind of thing. And we have several of those in life. And unfortunately, what's sad about it is I feel like the majority of us, what ends up happening is we go the safe route every time. And we tell ourselves, yeah, like, I'm totally about that life, but I'll do it the next time. Like, I got that steady job. I got that steady situation, whatever. I got all this going on that I don't want to mess up. I'm too scared of this, that, whatever. And, it's just that kind of unfortunate situation that leads to a minority actually making it in life. You know what I mean? I think a small percentage of us actually make a jump and pursue our passions, our dreams, because we get too caught up in the steadiness of a job or what have you, right? That's more so what I mean. But when I say that we don't end up making it in life, is that we don't jump on those things that we would really pursue had we, the means of doing whatever it is that we wanted to do. So all those things in mind, and mixed with the fact that I've got personal things going on, outside of work and whatnot, I just came to a decision where, you know what, I'm young, I don't have kids, let's go ahead and try this out. And if it all fails, if I burn whatever it is that I build down to the ground, then I'm young enough to where I can hopefully get myself out of that mess and, get another job and get back to normal or something like that. But anyway, with all of that said, what the hell happens next? Does Dan have a plan? What I'd like to do now is briefly go over the entrepreneurial ventures that I already have going for me, tell you a little bit about them and what I plan to do with them as time goes on, as well as what my hope is for this YouTube channel, because it will be a cornerstone of my entrepreneurial efforts. I actually already have 2 companies under my belt. I have an LLC and a corporation. The LLC, Cozy Cash, is actually a drum roll, an ATM business. I actually have a self-service ATM business where I put ATMs inside stores like liquor stores, quick marts, things like that, barber shops, and make revenue off of the surcharges they get charged when customers make withdrawals on the ATMs. What the hosts of the ATMs get out of this situation is a cut of the surcharge, a small cut of the surcharge that I charge to customers, and also they get to avoid paying credit card fees that they would normally have to pay in order to be able to accept card payments from customers. My 5 to 7 year goal with Cozy Cash is kind of to get about 10 at least ATMs under my belt so that I have enough of a passive income coming in that can pay for my bills, that can pay for the car bill, the gas and water and things like that, and have that business just on the side be making constant revenue for me and not have to worry about bills and things like that. If you have considered the ATM business and are at all interested in that type of content, feel free to leave a comment down below. If I see that anyone's interested in that, it's definitely something I'll be looking forward to in the future, doing videos on the ATM business. The second company that I just recently put under my belt is my prized possession. This is actually the business idea that I personally have thought for some time will make me a successful business person. It's a company that I've been developing mentally for some time and that I've just now registered, and I've finally decided I will get a move on fully getting started. And that is my music company, Bell City Corporation. Some of you who watched my last video who know anything about making music might have noticed that the speakers that were behind me weren't just any ordinary speakers. They were actually studio monitors that producers use, for producing music. And actually, I am a hip hop producer. I know how to make hip hop beats, and I've been a producer for some time. Actually, I've got about 6 years plus under my belt of hip hop production that I've been doing ever since I started college. So I had the idea to start a music company that's basically focused specifically on it. I'm not going to tell you because it's too soon to tell, but it's a very exciting idea that I've got, and one that I will very much share with you guys and document as I go through the journey of creating Bell City, the company. This is a logo concept that I had a designer make for me, and I'm just super excited to get going on that, guys. That's all I'll say for now, but it's a music company that I've got and an ATM business that I've got. And then it's this precious YouTube channel that I've just recently started. I want to provide content that shows you guys the growth for both of these businesses, for my investment endeavors in the stock market, and even, building this channel. I want to be able to provide you guys with my entire development as a business person, as an entrepreneur. I just hope that it benefits you guys in some way. Those of you that are also trying to be entrepreneurs, those of you that are also contemplating making that jump to pursue your passion, to pursue your dream, that thing that you've always thought about, that thing that keeps you up at night, that thing that distracts you at work, So anyways, that was my hope for this video, to share with you guys this new step in my life, this jump that I've made to leave my day job and to take on entrepreneurship full time. So all of you that are watching this video, thank you for experiencing this with me, for hearing me out and letting me talk to you for a few minutes about how I'm feeling about this. I'm excited to get videos going for you guys and just continue to put out content that's real, that's transparent, and that hopefully provides value for you guys, and ladies, the entrepreneurs that are out there trying to, make something for themselves. So thank you for watching this brief video. Leave a like, a comment, maybe a subscribe if you were satisfied at all with this video. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great one. This is Life with Dan.